Big East Championship? Not quite yet. We grabbed head coach Rex Karma to talk to him a little bit right here on Cards TV. I'm Sean Ma. Thanks for stopping in. Coach, let's go back to Notre Dame. It's the big senior day, the Fab Four senior day. It's everything on the line for the Big East #1 seed, number 28 against number 29, a 28-match home winning streak, an undefeated home mark this year. I mean, there was a lot going into this, and it lived up to expectations. I mean, obviously happy as a Cardinal fan that you won it, but from a fan standpoint, 4-3, I mean, you can't really ask much more.
Right. I mean, it was really exciting. I mean, Sean, especially during doubles, the crowd was electric. The band was there. The Ladybirds performed. It was really an event, and that's something that the Fab Four deserve. They really did a lot for our program, and they should go out on a high note.
Do you think the emotion and the reality of that last home regular season match set in for those four guys?
Well, I think that they really wanted to put on a good showcase. I don't think they kind of realized that life is about to hit them in a few weeks,
yeah.
Square in the middle of the eyes. But I think their eye is on a tennis ball. Their eye was on beating Notre Dame, and Viktor and Simon and Alejandro in doubles and Austen were phenomenal.
Anybody else in particular that stood out? Because I know you've had a team this year where we've met every week, and you've had kind of a different guy almost every week. Now, Austen obviously has been great at the top, but a lot of guys have contributed. Is there anybody else on the
I'd tell you, I mean, I'm really happy with Viktor and how hard he fought. He played a very good player who has played #1 for Notre Dame several big matches, and I could tell how hard Viktor played that match, how much he wanted it. He really played with a lot of emotion, and that's a guy that doesn't play with a ton of emotion. He's kind of he's pretty much on autopilot out there in a good way, where his feelings aren't going up and down. But senior day, he was fired up.
Excellent. The win streak's at 29 at Bass Red Tennis Center, and the Cards now shift their attention to South Bend. We've talked with Mark Beckham about the coolish temperatures we might be seeing up there, and those are conditions you and the team are prepared for. #1 seed for the 3rd consecutive year. 8 and 9 will play the previous day, so Connecticut and Villanova will solve who the Cards meet, or whom, I guess, if my English teacher's watching. 9 a.m. on Friday, you guys open things up to defend your title, and I know that the team is excited about the challenge.
I think so. I mean, I think we've been a good tournament team over the years, winning the regional, winning the Big East, and even the year before advancing in the NCAAs. It's going to be cool. One of the things that you really got to watch for is somebody tweaking a muscle in the cold weather. So we've got to really warm up properly. But I think our team understands what's at stake, and I think the lower lineup, 4, 5, and 6, knows that they've got to really do a little bit of better job in handling their spots. And I don't say that as a reprimand or anything. I think they're veterans, and they have an understanding that this is an important weekend for them, and they've got an important part of our winning.
We met about 6 weeks ago in the middle of the ITA and some tough road trips that you guys took and some top flight competition. And there was some frustration. The team was a little bit down. Now you've had 2 weeks where you've had one match. Obviously finals are being put in the rearview mirror. Now it's time to focus on the Big East. It's a new season. I have to believe that even though there was the frustration there, that now it's all paying off. That top flight competition, understanding who you are and knowing what you're capable of going into this week.
Absolutely, and I think that they're setting in, and our message, and I think they'll really receive it, is 9 times they play teams in the top 10. And that's really going to go over well in tournament time, because there's no one to fear.
Yeah.
That there's nothing that they're going to see in these next couple of weeks that they haven't already seen. And we had a guest speaker at our practice Monday. Was a gentleman that believed in super tough scheduling and focused on tournament time. His name was Denny Crum.
Yeah.
And he gave us 45 minutes of his time on why he felt like the regular season was a preparation for the tournament time.
Sure.
That everything, his focus was trying to win that NCAA championship, and he really gave a phenomenal message to the team, and I think they took it to heart.
It's going to be a bevy of tennis activity as the men and women will both be in South Bend over the weekend for the Big East Championship. And I don't know why we feel like the 1 and 2 seed might be on a collision course for a rematch, and if that's the case, it should be exciting. But the task at hand for you is to win that first match, and we wish you and the team safe travel. And
Thank you, Sean.
For Rexa Karma, I'm Sean Moth. Keep track of it on UofLSports.com and on Big East through their Tournament Central site. We will talk about it next week. We look forward to seeing you right here on Cards TV.